What's going on, y'all? Jason over here at Cog Hill Farm. I'm out here covering up, well, filling in the hole, the concrete set up. This is our new little cute little signpost right here that this was all Brooke too. She came up with this. This was absolutely awesome. I just love how this turned out. If you missed this video, this is on Brooke's channel. Again, this was all her idea right here. Brooke had a doctor's appointment today, and so she's not here, but I'm out here getting this thing, you know, packed in right there, and I saw something that was a little concerning to me. Let me show you what I saw here, and we're going to do a little bit of investigating work here. I saw it right here. I got a big spot here, a big spot there. That's definitely something leaking. That's some type of oil right there. Some type of oily fluid. Not sure if it's antifreeze, hydraulic fluid, transmission fluid, motor oil, and then I see it right here, and right there. And then I saw it over here somewhere. Right here, there's some oil there. And my first thoughts, maybe it was the new side-by-side, but I'm almost 100% certain it's not that. And I'm pretty certain this was done yesterday when we put this signpost up. And my gut's telling me it might be the tractor. So I'm gonna do a little investigation. I'm hoping that it's nothing too serious. If it's, or what, you know, if it is the tractor or whatever piece of equipment that is. Yeah, I'm a little a little worried about this. I'm guessing if it was the new side-by-side, it probably wouldn't be covered under warranty unless I hit something. But I haven't been anywhere in this thing really, y'all. You know, something anywhere that would lead to anything like that, I wouldn't think at all. I don't see anything here. This is completely dry to me. Let's look back here. I keep forgetting that the motor is right here on this thing. And I'm telling you, I don't see anything. It looks dry. I will check the oil level though, just to be safe. But right now, I am not seeing anything that looks odd. That's just your like check valve, PVC valve. That looks okay. I'm not seeing anything at all. Thankfully, they make it easy to check the oil in this thing. I say that. And let's see here. All right, the oil's good. It's just so clean you can't really see it well. That can mean one thing. That is going to mean it's the tractor. All right, girl. Let's see if we can go find an oil leak. Some type of leak anyways. Ready? You ready? Let's go. This wasn't our plan for today, was it? No, this was not our plans for today. Oh, goodness. Hopefully it's nothing major. Peaches won't be happy, will she? She is not gonna be happy. I told y'all how hot it is. Today, I think they're saying we're gonna have a record high for this time of year. I think we're gonna be close to 91 degrees. Let me show y'all something. Y'all look right there. Big Daddy said he is staying in the shade today. Mildred said she's gonna still eat that grass now. She's gonna still eat that grass. Moody though? No. I'm gonna chill out here in the shade. He's not all the way in the shade though. I see his little hind end is out. But little hind end. Big hind end. Oh man. I ain't gonna mess with him though. I don't need him to get up. Takes a lot of energy for that big fella to get up. And I'm telling y'all, I cannot believe how well the pastures are trying to hold up with the lack of rain we're having around here. Maybe that's why Mildred is trying to get all she can before it's gone. Either cold weather or the drought, one of the two. Stay cool, partner. It's not supposed to be this hot this time of year. Yeah, you'd be glad when it does cool off. Phew, tired of this mess. Y'all, I can see it right there. We got some right there. Right here, look at there. You see that spot? I don't see nothing back here though. Aha! Let me show y'all. I hadn't even. Look at that. Look at that. Look at there. Oh, right there. Oh, that's saturated. That little piece of foam. Oh my gracious, watch this show. So I got a little confession to make. She's probably not gonna be happy that I'm gonna tell you all this, but it's nothing bad. It's really nothing bad. But Brooke is, I hate to use the word that she's rough on things, but Brooke gets the goodie out of any piece of equipment that she drives. I mean, she gets the goodie out of it. She pushes the envelope, and on what she can and can't do with, especially the tractor, even the lawnmower. She's the same way, but she so I noticed this right here the other day. Let me hang on, y'all. I got grease on my hand. Let me go wipe my hands. I don't want to get grease all over the camera. But let me show y'all what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, Brooke, when we get something, I guarantee y'all, we get our money's worth out of it. I mean, Brooke, she works our equipment hard. Now, I do maintain it. We do our maintenance when we're supposed to. So we really haven't had any major trouble. Typically, it's cosmetic, to be honest with you guys. And I know you guys have asked me, I don't know how many times we haven't done this, but why doesn't Brooke have a top on the tractor? And I'm fixing to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all. We're talking about the top on the tractor. You can see the top on the lawnmower right here. It's got a strap on it that's kind of holding it. This is a metal top, as you can see. This is kind of why we haven't had a top on the tractor. She takes this down in the woods and does bush hogging in the woods, and pushes old trees over and that kind of thing with it. And I think within 3 months or so, our top or canopy, which I always call it the bonnet, will look like that. Now, let me show y'all, which I think might be the culprit of our oil leak right here. And I looked at this and I didn't see anything, but anyways, so Brooke was, you can see right here. You can see right here. Brooke was clearing out a spot. She got this bent too right here. But you can see, I'm thinking a tree limb or something went up through here, right here. And you can see that got smashed pretty hard. And I got a feeling that's where our oil leak's coming from. But I looked at this, y'all, when it happened, and I really didn't see much of anything there, but it looks like that, because that's where that leak's coming from, right near there. So it looks like it's been something that's starting to rear its ugly head. All right, so I got an oil cooler here. We got an oil cooler here, right here. This is an oil cooler. And so basically what that does, it's like a little mini radiator right here in front of your radiator. So oil runs through this oil cooler right here, which has got these heat sinks and these fins. And so the air comes through here and cools your oil down. And your radiator's right here, which is the same concept, except coolant and water goes through there and air comes through there and cools your water down. There's a lot of oil here. A lot of oil here. We're fixing to check our oil level. All right, let's see here. Oil looks good. I just got to figure out to make sure it's not transmission fluid. All right, so we're going to check the hydraulic fluid and see what we got going on here. Dipstick is right. It is. It is a little tricky to find here now. It is right here. Man, it is in a terrible spot. The seat's in the way. All right, let's see what we got here. But actually, that doesn't look bad. They really don't. Hey, y'all do me a big favor. Y'all do me a big favor. Y'all don't let Mama know that I told everybody how rough she is on this equipment. Okay. All right, Big Red. Okay. Hey, Laura. Hey, girl. Hey, y'all don't tell Mama. Okay, that's gonna be between all of us. Okay. That's gonna be between us. What's going on, Skipper Tipper? Hey, partner. Hey, Boots. Fist bump. Thank you, girl. Honey bunny. I'm over here trying to figure out what's going on with the tractors and stuff, and I kind of spilled the beans that, and they're not toys, and Mama don't treat them like toys. She treats them like daggone farm equipment, and that's how they need to be treated. But I was gonna, y'all just keep that on the down low between us, okay? That's gonna stay between us. 10-4. All right, I found my leak. Or I found a leak. I don't know if it's the leak. Let me show y'all. My leak's coming from this bottom unit on this line right here. I don't know if that's the inlet line or the outlet line, but it's a big crack in it. I don't know if it's showing up right there. See that? There's our oil right there. That crack right there. See it? Goes right there. Right there it goes. And it goes this metal pipe right here. All right, what does that metal pipe go to? That pipe comes all the way around, back, in, to right there, down around, to end right here. And that is the transmission. That is not the engine. So that is transmission. So we got a transmission or hydraulic leak. That's a hydraulic cooler. I will get that ordered and get that taken care of. Gotta show y'all that the boss lady ain't slacking. She's checking on things over here. Yeah, I got good news, bad news. Bad news, tractor leaking oil. Gonna have to borrow the checkbook again. Good news is the part wasn't expensive and looks like I can fix it myself. So we're okay there. But I am going to get the farm checkbook, and I know everything's on the budget around here, and I just saw you over here watching me, and I know you're fixing to ask. And I always say it's better be proactive than reactive. So yeah, I'm just letting you know what's going on. And don't let this little snafu, hurt that 25-cent raise I've been looking for. All right, so while we're talking about mechanicking, update on the Volkswagen bus here is that I told y'all we've had some internal engine issues here with this, and I know I had said in the video last update that this thing quit running because of all the rust inside the gas tank, and it was running good up until that point. And when we had it all out, I decided let's go ahead and look inside the motor and make sure everything's okay. And it wasn't. We saw some scarring. But we saw some bearing issues. We saw crankshaft issues. We saw camshaft issues. And so we basically were doing a rebuild on the motor itself. Got all that pretty much done, put back together. Something wasn't lining up right. And took it back out, took it back apart, sent it off to a machine shop to measure it and tell us to make sure we got the right bearings. We had it mic'd, ordered the different bearings, put back together. We didn't crank anything, but you could spin it. And this time it was hanging up. So took it all back apart, had it measured again, and we're just having some internal engine issues here with this block. That's where we stand on the Volkswagen You know, Donnie Volkswagen's working on it for me. He has a full-time job, so he's, you know, working when he can. And so, yeah, just, it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. So when I get the next update on this, I'll let you guys know where we stand on it and go from there. Another question I'm seeing is my granddaddy's tractor. Well, you know, Donnie Volkswagen, who has a 9N tractor and knows how to work on them, when he got through with this, which was only going to take, you know, 3 to 4 weeks, we were going to work on my granddaddy's tractor. Now this has turned into several months because of all the headache with it. So granddaddy's tractor's been put on the back burner. I've told y'all the issue with my granddaddy's tractor. Talking to everybody I talk to, everybody thinks it's either the float sticking or the needle and seat sticking, and it's just dumping too much fuel in there and it's flooding it out. That's where we stand on that. But I am tempted to go ahead and buy another carburetor kit on it and just piddle with it myself. The carburetor is right there. I don't think I can make it any worse than it is. And let's see if I see anything, and if it is the float sticking, maybe I can fix that myself and go from there. I was kind of waiting on Donnie because Donnie has rebuilt these carburetors with his eyes closed. Mr. Gary said get it back over there to him and he would work it back in and piddle with it. But you know, I thought this wasn't gonna take that long, and then me and Donnie could do it, and I could have some hands-on rebuilding the carburetor the proper way. And you know, it is what it is. So that's where we stand with these two right here, right now. Thank y'all. All right. All right, just hung up with the Kubota dealer. They're having my part ordered. It should be here in a few days, and that is something that I know I can do. That's an easy fix for me. That I can handle, and I'll get that taken care of. And gotta keep Big O going. Got to keep Big O going. Talking about my granddaddy's tractor and ordering a carburetor kit for it. One thing that Mr. Gary did mention to me was that that gas tank did have some rust in it, and if he got it back, that he was going to take the gas tank out and look at it and see if it could be resealed or replaced. And I just looked at it myself. Why I was talking about my granddaddy's tractor, because I've kind of made my mind up that I was going to start piddling with it myself. And he's right, the gas tank does have rust in it. It looks pretty rough, honestly. So his theory was that we could be getting rust in it while it's driving, while it's running, and it wouldn't take much to clog that carburetor up. And that could be the issue too. So I tell y'all what, I'm gonna look and see how much a gas tank is for this thing, because it looks pretty bad. And I've already had my experience with trying to clean out a gas tank with this Volkswagen bus over here, that I wasted I don't know how many days on. That if this gas tank isn't super expensive, I'm gonna order another gas tank for it. Gas tank, carburetor kit, take the carburetor apart, see what it looks like, replace the gas tank, and just go from there. As a matter of fact, let's look at the parts for Granddaddy's tractor right now. I did order the part. I did order the gas tank. It wasn't that expensive. It wasn't bad at all. So I got the gas tank ordered for Granddaddy's tractor, and a carburetor kit, and a new fuel line. I'm like, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna do it. And the fuel line was, you know, $15. So I'm gonna get it going. I'm gonna get it going. I'm feeling froggy. I'm feeling froggy. Hey, you help me with my Granddaddy's tractor? Either one of y'all help me? I know y'all will. Yeah. All right, when it gets here, we'll get our coveralls on and get hard at it. 10-4. That's right. You sweet thing. Have you been sitting here the entire time? I'm glad you can't drive. You know it. And where have you been? You got all these hitchhikers on you. Look at this. How in the world am I gonna get all this out? Look at you. Look at these little hitchhikers. Goodness gracious. Look at them. Holly, look at them. Where have you been? I just said you've been sitting here the whole time, but that wasn't true, was it? Jiminy Crickets. I might have to get the brush. That may be easier than me trying to pull them out.
So in the meantime, we're gonna get Holly's hitchhikers out. I'm gonna start studying on how to work on this tractor and get that gas tank out. So I'll be ready when it comes in. Right, girl? And y'all be good.